Hello. Hmm. Good rising or evening. This is gonna be a story, a late night story about. Um, it's gonna be almost at the terror story. It's an experience I had in. Hello, Ariane. How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? It's about an ayahuasca experience from the almost already I think thousands of experiences of ayahuasca that I had because it's been a long journey with ayahuasca. One of the visions and one experience that it really caught my attention. But right now it's kind of like a topic, and in that point it didn't make sense. I was in Peru. I took a group to Peru. So if you're interested to go to Peru too with me, hit me up. But I was in Peru and we are sitting with the maestro and I had this vision. It was like a really profound ceremony, but then I have this just random vision. Vamos, yeah, let's once they open borders, because I think they haven't opened borders, but I was supposed to take a group to Peru this on April, but they shut everything. You know what happened. But it was a really profound ceremony. I had a lot of to the one of the most profound, to point it like that. I was even like, to put it like that, I went to to the Golden Kingdom. But one of the really random visions that I had, uh, it showed me. I asked about mosquitoes because that actually, like, I started noticing that mosquitoes will come more when I will be in vibrating in a higher state of consciousness, or like I was serving bufo also in this retreat, and we will be like totally out of mosquitoes, and then we will take the medicine. I will take the medicine with them to hold the space to do the work that I've been dictated to do with the medicine, and I will notice that mosquitoes will come, literally, like there will be no mosquitoes at all, and then suddenly we take the medicine and the mosquitoes are everywhere, but not with the people that is not taking the medicine, which caught my attention. It was like, what is happening with the mosquitoes? Are they like, what is happening? And I asked Daya, what's up mosquitoes, tell me, because I'm fully connected with the Akashic. I'm fully like in, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you about mosquitoes. It tells me this story, what was like, I almost surreal, and then I it was this story about, and it showed me like, well, what human, like what humans, they was like mostly like a cosmic intelligence or a super high intelligence talking to me, and it was like, hey humans, like, hey human, like what you know about technology is just like a little gasp of what they actually are in the technology. I know already since a long time ago that there's technologies out there that they haven't been shown to us, and they haven't been revealed to us and given to ourselves. There are technologies that we have not even realized they exist, but they exist. There's and it's like, okay, well, um, artificial intelligence, okay, um, living organic organisms, or like, yes. um, so they, like, it showed me how the system is using these technologies, these higher technologies that we are not aware of yet, uh, that they're modifying the mosquitoes. um, to actually take samples of our DNA. If you see right now what is happening in the news, it's happening as something about mosquitoes, which is really interesting. I mean, it's known. I've known this from a long time that they've been using mosquitoes or to spread diseases, to spread diseases, and and but what it showed me is how artificial intelligence now is being implanted in the mosquitoes, so mosquitoes become like trackers of DNA, but not like uh, if you go into the biology, the mosquitoes are attracted to supposedly to the pheromones and to dioxide oxide, dioxide of carbon dioxide. Um, to get attracted, they know where there's a prey when they pull this. Supposedly mosquitoes, the only mosquitoes that sting or take blood is the female mosquitoes, so they can lay eggs. So they need the blood to lay eggs. So, but these artificial intelligent mosquitoes, implanted mosquitoes, are tracking human consciousness, and they are attracted by how a person is vibrating at the state of the vibrational frequency that the person is holding. So one person might not be holding so much frequency or so much high dimensional frequency, and another's. That's why it will come more and more evident when we will take bufo, because when you take bufo, you rise your frequency really fast. Your perception of reality just start like dissolving all these illusions of separation into unity consciousness, and your frequency rises. Your DNA starts shaking and it's getting encrypted with new frequencies, and that's when the mosquitoes actually came. So welcome everyone. So it showed me how the mosquitoes are tracking the people that are highly evolved and vibrating in their in a high frequency. So they take samples of the DNA, and that samples are let know the where is controlling all this technology, how is the advance of the consciousness in this in humanity, how is the evolution of consciousness in humanity going. That is all being told by ayahuasca. Like it's like it sounded crazy in that point, like it was like whoa, like when I didn't even question it, but it was like whoa, makes sense. Like, and whoever is controlling, because this planet is a farm, it's like a experiment, evolutionary experiment. We are being breeded and controlled, and like this is a really funny experiment of what is human and what is the earth experiment. But yeah, so in that way they know how is the evolution of consciousness of humanity going, and then they know what else, on what new stages of their agenda pull, what cards they play. So it actually told me, because once I was in medicine, like with bufo medicine, and I was in nature, and the medicine told me about the insects, and it's like whenever you like everything's so, if it's so in a harmonic, every part happening, divinely, everything is happening in the bigger picture, everything happening in divine order, and as the plan. But when we get like insects on top of us, is because sometimes we might need these activations by these, because if you see insects, they are like little robots. They are like robots. So like these robots are like giving you Reiki, or like when the fleas or a caterpillar, or like a, I don't know, like a bee or something stuff like. And then show me also mosquitoes, they will come. So like when I was in this ayahuasca journey, I asked like, isn't that like like counter is not just juxtaposing the idea of the that you told me about the insects. It's like, well, no, there are some insects that are coming from love and coming from God, but there are other insects that are being manipulated, and not all mosquitoes are meant to give you like a reiki, or because, or they are natural, like. And a lot of these it showed me parts of the world that these mosquitoes are been working. And one is Peru, one is Costa Rica, one is um, Africa, Asia as well, um, Mexico. But it's really funny because now I see like I've been like in my stories it's been popping up the news about like these genetically modified mosquitoes, and it's like whoa. And like, when I came out from the journey, it was like full. That was intense. That was a hardcore information. So like it's like when I was in the journey, it was like, so it's okay to kill them. It's like yeah. You don't want them to take your sample, and yeah. So funny enough, later after that, I know that there's an agenda, and I know there's like there's dark entities and dark agents out there. Like I've been victim of them, and I've been tracked, um, because they are aware of who is really rising the frequency and doing activations. And in that point, in that part of my journey, 2 years ago, um, I was doing like a lot of activations with people I was not supposed to activate. But I didn't, I mean, I was supposed to activate, but the system didn't want me to activate them. So um, but yeah, like, and after that I got like deported from the United States after that retreat, actually. But I was tapping into really deep stuff, and I have a lot of stories like that, but of agents and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share with you this little story, this funny and in the galactic level. And when I came out, it was like fuck. It was like, what was that? And the people, some people that were there, actually in that ceremony, like people like saw me shape shifting or like time shifting even. So there were people in the Maloka, outside of Maloka, in that ceremony, and I did time shift or space shift, or I don't know how to call it, but I remember like blinking in an eye, and I saw the door, and I just in another blink I was in the other side of the Maloka, and outside of already from the Maloka. The people that saw me moving was like, what the fuck, you just moved from one place to another in 1 second, how did you do that? I was like, I don't know, but I felt that. And we were like integrating after that the ceremony, and I shared this experiencing, and it was like, and some people was like, whoa, that's like kind of like deep shit, like that that they're doing this with. And it's like, and we are totally being controlled. So yeah, so some mosquitoes are good, some mosquitoes are not. And right now I'm seeing all this news, or like this popping into my timeline, these genetically modified mosquitoes released. So uh, tell me what you think about. I'm gonna just save it just for the shits and giggles. But yeah, I mean, really, there's a lot of information that we can research, and it's out there. It's out there for us. Um, so I will just let you that sink in, and let me know if you have if anything pops, anything happens. So have a beautiful. I just had this. You just need to see the recording because like for those that are just joining. But thank you for joining. It's a crazy story about an ayahuasca experience I had, and it's worth to check it out. But because it's now relevant, because I'm seeing this this mosquito stuff. Much love to you, Michael. So have a beautiful night and have a beautiful restful. Tomorrow I'm gonna talk about apparently twin flames for those that want to tap into in the afternoon around. If you have any questions around twin flames, which is what is my truth and what is has given to me by my soul, let me know. But yeah, so it's time to go to bed. So I think thank you all. Michael, you need. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna put the. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna post it so you can watch it. But it's our experience about mosquitoes and artificial intelligence. It was a vision was given to me in ayahuasca, and as you know, um, I do retreats, and I take people to the jungle in Peru, or I do retreats in other jungles or in other beautiful spots. So this was um, in an actual retreat I had for ayahuasca. So I'm gonna post it. Come to where L? What is L? What is L? If you have any questions, LA. I used to live in LA, but I got deported. I got deported from LA because I used to live in California. That was my home base for 3 years. I was doing ceremonies there for 3 years. Sorry that we missed. I know, but I've been targeted uh, because my work and activations is really deep and goes really activations serious and next level. And I've been targeting by the system, and I got deported in 2018. So I can't go back for the next, who knows, until either for the next 5 years, I think, or I get married. But yeah, um, but come to Mexico, come to Costa Rica. You know, like um, come to my retreats. I don't go to I don't have any interest at the moment to go to the United States too. Um, it's So come to my retreats in beautiful spots. Mexico is amazing. I've been hearing people that speak on how non-melanated beings are made through science, not natural, meaning our DNA is mixed with other species. Do you think that changes anything our soul, their soul? No, I don't think that changes their soul. So there's a really interesting theory around that because um, there's a theory that they have been creating this um, mm, hybrids or and they're using kind of like copies of souls that back in the day, which that make the soul forget more easily their true origin. Our DNA is cosmic. Most of us, the humans, all the human, it's cosmic DNA. What they have came here to breed is different species, different species playing with the genetic process. So we all have cosmic DNA. That doesn't have to do with our soul, though. One thing is our cosmic DNA, and another is our soul. Some souls have been here, like reincarnating, and recycling their experience over and over again. That's what is being given to me. Like, and I resonate with that truth. That's what we call old souls. So when people say like, "Oh, you're an old soul," it's because they're having on this plane of earthly plane for many lives, uh, recycling themselves, or how I call it recycling. I don't know why I call it recycling, but like re-experiencing Earth experience over and over again, because they have learned lessons to learn. And there's other souls where I being stemming from my soul is an Arcturian soul, which I being told by the same Arcturians and by my own soul that I don't come here, that I come here every now and then, meaning like 1,000 years in between, to serve and do what I actually do, like activate souls and um, help them remember their true origin. And I go, the human experience, the human experiment, and the Earth experiment has been going through a paradigm of remembering and forgetting over and over again. So sometimes, like, and then messiahs, as you call it, come, and we can remember fully who we are as a collective, and then they go, and then we forget, and then they have to come again, and then we remember, and then we forget again. It's it's quite an interesting journey about the human experience, but yeah, it doesn't have to do with anything with the soul. Yeah, I mean, I remember that time I was only able to do Cambo once, overdue for an adolescent. John, come to my retreats. Come to my retreats, please. Um, I'm gonna be putting a retreat in October. It's gonna be either well, it's gonna be in Mexico in sacred sites. And hey, Cosmic Fairy, I just shared this insight and this experience I had through ayahuasca. Which like ayahuasca vision about mosquitoes. If you're interested, I'm gonna post the recording in my feed so you can watch it again. But yeah, stay on tune. I'm gonna do a retreat with deep ayahuasca, Pufo Alvarius, deep shadow work, inner child healing, ancestral healing. Aloha, where are you located now? I'm right now in the beautiful lands of Costa Rica. I've been stranded here. Uh, my soul just came here for, but actually I don't know how long it's gonna be here for. Uh, just tapping into what it's needed to be here, to be done here. I've been activating places and ceremony and prayer. My prayer is deep, and my service is for the highest good of all. Not just serves myself, but I just follow where I've been going. No, I was holding retreats here, and then the play happened, and I got locked down in this country. And I've been in this place. It's been wonderful. I am by the jungle. I've been going to mountains, beautiful nature here, macaws flying all over all the time, and very light life here. They call it pura vida, so it's like easy, like in chillaxed. But yeah, but then like my whole schedule, my whole calendar of ceremonies and retreat was canceled. I was meant to be in by now, coming back from Europe, closing retreats in Europe, coming back to Mexico to do the harvest of my most beautiful sacred medicine of the toad. As you know, I am server of toad Bufo various medicine, and I collect the medicine by myself, and I go to the desert, do the prayers there. Very few practitioners actually have that relationship with that medicine of going and taking the medicine, extracting the medicine by themselves. Most of them outsource it. No, yeah. It's all right. Just check the. If you have any questions, if you have any questions about anything planetary. I'm just gonna. It's about mosquitoes, artificial intelligence, and controlling the population of human. Um, follow. I'm feeling super cold to Costa Rica in November. Well, yeah. I mean, of course you are. Yes. I really love the land here. I love the nature. Uh, I actually been connecting with indigenous people. There's very few. I've been. I actually 2 weeks ago created, gathered with some family to build this Bribri house called Ausure, which is a cosmic house. It's like a teepee, but the whole cosmovision about it is a cosmic true. The whole thing is like, and it's a whole ceremony. So we took 2 weeks to build this usure. Most of the whole indigenous tribes in Costa Rica are being banished because obviously Costa Rica has sailed out and basically has been allowed into foreigners, especially in the United States. Tourism come here and just focus on tourism, and yeah, there's no much of like indigenous heritage here or legacy. They are really like secluded um, and really uh, secluded, and just like they don't let anyone in or out. Um, sure, love, come to my retreats. Mexico is the best. Costa Rica is so expensive as well. Um, over overpriced, I have to say. Um, like it's just crazy. Like, I mean, and I mean, it's my third time here, but I always say like, if they had the Mexican food and the Mexican prices, this will be heaven. Like, I don't like. I mean, I know why it's so freaking expensive, but it's like it's overpaying. Yeah, mosquitoes are being controlled basically in the vision of ayahuasca gave me, because I asked like, okay, now tell me about mosquitoes, like, and it showed me a beautiful vision, and not a beautiful one actually, but it's very like, okay, like that's what's up, okay. Um, but yeah, yeah, cosmic fire. I see that you're in Shasta. I saw in your story, so I love Shasta. I got to do all the activations there, and um, yeah, say hello to Elisa if you see her, and send her my love. And yeah, so if you don't have any other question, tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about twin flames and soulmates. What has been granted to me about through the journey of oneness. Yeah, man, I wish our connection was stronger and keeps cutting. Well, I hope you're gonna do it. Check it on repeat in the recording. Um, yeah, Buffalo, New York. Well, keep strong. Keep your vibration high. Do your practice. Send you keep your doing. Do you. Um, and remember, like, choose your fucking dreams, man. Get the fuck out of your where you are if you're in the comfort zone, and move your ass and go forward for your dreams. If you need to freaking study for your dreams to be fulfilled, study that. If you freaking needs to to change locations where you need to be. Actually, I'm very close to build a community for those that are interested. You can come to my community whenever it's in divine timing, but you have, if you check in this and it resonates. But yeah, if you're in the comfort zone, get the fuck out of your comfort, grow, expand, travel the freaking world. Not so. I mean, for my fellow United Stadians, know the world. The world is bigger than the United States, so you can get to travel and go to adventures and go not go to Costa Rica. I mean, go to Costa Rica too, but travel all over. You know, like let's go to all to Africa. Let's go to freaking Egypt. You know, like let's go to. I want to go to Africa so bad. Um, but yeah, if you need to study, got to ask to study. I got to study many things. Yeah. Um, yes. Man, like I mean, I'm seriously and like don't detach yourself from what you think you like. Detach yourself. Detach yourself. Like you're gonna be here for a certain amount of time. Who knows if you're gonna survive next day? Like move your ass. Do you keep keep healing? I mean, upgrade, level up. Do your shadow work. If you don't know how to do shadow work, you can hit me up. Um, like there's many mentors. A lot of people don't know how to do proper shadow work, and that's valid. Because I mean that's only been taught by me through 22 years of experience of working on myself, psychology, and masters in psychology, and many different mentors. But you are in your highest timeline right now. You are right now in your highest timeline. How can it get better? And you're already fulfilling some part of your dream. And you get to choose where you got to be next, which is now. What is gonna be? What is gonna be your reality? What is gonna be your paradigm? What you like? What illusions of separation you're dealing? And what like do you struggle with lack mentality that the money is not coming easily? Do you struggle with like feeling alone and feeling that you need to be completed, or you need or you struggle that what is gonna happen if I travel? Man, I'm a mentor here. You have a mentor right now in your screen. Man, like you're talking. I think you're making a rhetoric question here. I'm a mentor. That's what I do. I activate souls. Um, do you struggle with like? Are you struggling with leaving people behind? Outgrown your like your your position, or let go of the job that you chose? Like 9 to 5 job. Um, I mean seriously, like you are worth your dreams, and if you don't choose your dreams, like who else is gonna? If it's not you, who? And it's not now. When? You know, like um, I mean, I get it. I get it. Like I got to these realizations because I put myself into really contrasting experiences, and I've been in prison, not for doing bad things, just to fucking with the matrix, and like not working out of like of out of a system and getting paid through checks, and the system got me, and they put me in that a maximum security prison in London. And the intention of that journey of living, I was working for 5 years in a psychiatric hospital. Can you see this person wearing a white doctor suit and shorter hair, but treating psychiatric patients? And I have one of many awakenings, because there's not just one awakening, and there's like, it's bullshit that someone is saying I'm woke, like, and you just started to wake up, but there's like, there's many levels to that, and there's many perceptions of what you need, or what we are aware we need to be awakened, but it's not just one awakening. But one is like one of my first awakenings. I realized that I was working for the enemy in a pharmacy, for the pharmaceutical companies and the whole thing, and I realized that my soul didn't want to be there. So I changed my whole paradigm from one night to another, and I quit, and I decided I was going to. I always been an artist, and I always. I think art is very healing, and I think like expression and creation is healing, and we all creators. So that's one of the modalities I was working in a psychiatric hospital. But it's like, you know what, I was already doing art, and I already had art shows, couple of them, few more than a couple. But then I just said like, man, I want to live as an artist, I want to live through my art, I want to live to sell my paintings. And I quit everything. I quit my whole life in Mexico. I quit my secure job. So I told to myself I could do this literally all my life. Do I really want to do it? And it's like, no. So get the fuck out of the gear, and chase your dreams. What is your dreams? To be free. What is your dreams? To live as an artist. Okay. I chose the country, London, UK, and I went to live there for a couple of years, and I did great. I did magnificent. I did. I realized myself as an artist there, and I was showing the best galleries, and co-creating with the amazing underground cultural and party culture, fashion culture, underground London, UK, beautiful. And yeah, one day I got caught in a bank for trying to change some checks that were on my name, that I earned with my sweat and blood, and but just because I didn't had a like papers, like legal papers, I got sent to prison 4 months. And ironically, so I find myself realizing my dream, being as an artist, living as a artist, earning and yeah, being successful as an artist. And then in prison, I got realized my first dream, which was freedom. And in prison, I actually, ironically, found freedom. And after that, I told to myself, okay, you have put yourself in this place because there's a thing that it's a theme around your father. I was, I had to work with that father. But it's like, yeah, this life is for enjoying it, and don't freaking take for granted your freedom, and do things that liberate yourself more and more. I'm so done with tables ready. I'm ready to be service to people in a whole new way. I'm just haven't found my purpose yet, but I am staying positive. Any tips? You are already fulfilling your purpose. Your purpose is to be here now. You're ready to be in service to people. The best service that you can do. And this is I'm channeling. I don't need to close my eyes. I'm not ready to channel it. But what you need to do, if you want to do that and jump into that timeline, you have fulfilling your highest and most level purpose in the here and now. Now, if you desire something in your heart that you want to change your paradigm and change your timeline, the best thing to serve the people is to serve yourself. And a lot of us in the humanity paradigm were told not to serve ourselves because that was selfish. So I'm gonna ask you, what is keeping you yourself from not shining your highest and most authentic light? For fear of rejection, for fear of acceptance? By divine will, by divine right, you are whole and you belong and you're worth. Your purpose is easy. Follow your passions. What is your passion? What are you passionate about? If you don't know what is your passion, then explore. Your passion, you already know it. You forgot about it because you were told by a system that you were not good enough to achieve or follow your passion. Your inner child is the key to finding your passion. Your inner child is gonna reveal to you how you can serve yourself for you to be able to serve others. But if you don't choose to, if you choose fear, as you said, you need to start tapping into your inner child and do inner child healing. If you don't know how to do that, I can help you. It's a process. It's a process. It's a surgery. We do surgery, but it gets worth. And you're gonna start remembering what was your passions, and you're gonna start remembering what was what you craved as a child, and what made you spark that shine of curiosity, of wondering, of innocence. Because by divine right, you already worth your experience and your highest. So, what is your passion? As a child, I didn't want to be an astronaut actually, but I was really fascinated with stars. Actually, at the age of 5, I was looking through a book, an encyclopedia of planets of the stars, and I got fascinated by Venus. And when I tap into Venus, because I have a lot of template of the Venus energy. If you don't recognize my divine feminine shining upon here, but but I realized I really resonated with the with the Venus, and I told my parents I come from Venus. I told my family I come from Venus. I am from Venus. Sending love, bro. Sending love back, sis. Is that a sis? Paireka. Yes, peacock medicine. I love peacock medicine. But yeah, I didn't want to be like an astronaut or anything, but I was really connected to the stars. I had a lot of visions in my stars, but I wanted to be an archaeological. I wanted to dig dinosaurs, and I was fascinated with sculpture and painting, and also I kind of like have like I should start tapping into that because I used to build stuff. So I wonder what I can build now. One of my best friends builds gadgets for music, and it's really cool what he can create. And now I'm wondering. So yeah, it's gonna be one so many lives. I hope that served. I hope that has served for your upliftment. You are worth of your dreams. Remember that. Never give up on your dreams. Not even and your freedom. Not even your strongest attachment is worth to cut your wings off. A lot of people cut their wings off from being attached to jobs, places they live, or or relationships. And relationships, I mean, it's, or you choose your growth or you choose a relationship. Aloha, mahalo. We're in Hawaii. Which island? I love Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii and I love all of it. I haven't been to all islands. I have been only to Maui, uh, Big Island, Honolulu, and Kauai. Kauai is my favorite. Maui is my second favorite. Big Island, woof. That's a powerful one. Powerful energy there. Goddess art sandals. Powerful energy in Big Island. I love it there. But I really felt more connected to Kauai, but definitely it's like deep work. Yes. And it's good. I mean, you get to enjoy your relationship. Then, I mean, I will be messaging you to work on that inner child. Right now, I feel like I am choosing my relationship. Your relationship with what? With God, with your growth, with yourself, with your soul, with your work, with your parents, with your mirror. Tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about twin flames and soulmates. By the way, if tap into that, but I'm gonna be dissolving illusions of separation, bringing back to oneness. But yeah, inner child, it's heavy. So yeah, um, you get to do a work. You get to do okay. Relationship with my partner, cool. Well, you chose, but you can do your healing in between. Having a partner is not bad. It's actually very divine, and it's gonna be like serves a purpose. It serves a purpose. One of the purpose. Oof. Tomorrow is gonna be intense. I'm gonna be doing some shaman slaps on relationships. But I mean, some people want their growth, and some people want, but also they want to be in a relationship. But sometimes the relationship doesn't let you grow, and sometimes the being in a relationship slower your process because you're sacrificing your own um, pace for waiting for others. I mean, I've been there. I had relationships before, and it's beautiful. If you choose that timeline, it's beautiful. If you can go through grow together, it's magnificent. If both are in alignment with your highest timeline and thriving, and but if you're like pulling someone and like come or the other is pulling you, or like if there's expectations in between, if there's like uh, that then gets challenging. I told that brother, he asked me like, do you have a partner? I said like, well, no, it's been like 5 years since, five, more, even more. I haven't had like a formal partner, but the next time I have it, for sure it's gonna be a long lasting one, because I know now what I back 5 years ago I was coming. It was a relationship that lasted 5 years, and 10 years ago I was in total different space and total different timeline, and in this pace of 3 years. 10 years ago I started like a deep process with the medicines, and it was taking me to a in a phase past. It was like it was boosting my path and my soul journey, and my soul didn't my partner didn't want to be there and didn't want to follow. So it was like, come, I was between two forces, and at some point the cord needs to break, because I was choosing my growth and my expansions on consciousness. I knew I had to explore a lot more. So yeah, that relationship had to finish. It was a lot of the end of the world for me at that point. But it happened divinely, and I'm very grateful, because that was not serving. I didn't. In that time, I was thinking, yeah, no, that's my life. But now, wasn't. Attachments give you to suffering. Attachments make everything, and it's not just attachments to the good things, but also attachment to the bad things, and what you attach, that, like, what you reject is attachment to, like space cat. Meow. So you have to be aware of what you're attaching, because everything, we are being programmed to be addicted to everything, to be addicted to the good stuff, but also to be addicted to push the bad stuff. And actually, when we get uncomfortable, that's where we roll. Meow. I'm a Lyrian. My DNA is Lyrian, so I understand cat. I'm very cat. But yeah, so it's been a collage of a conversation. It's been wonderful to talk to you. Yes, one soul, many lives, 716. Send me a DM and we get to work on your healing and upgrading and leveling up. Will be wonderful. I'm actually opening two new slots in my schedule, in my calendar, for going to the process in the process of accompaniment. I always tell this, like, you can get like energy healing sessions, Reiki. What you gotta do with what you learn with me is how to be your own healer, how to use. Obviously, first we go through the traumatic, deep stuff first, and then we get to work with the subtle and the practice and the alchemy and the the transmutation and the configuration of your DNA. But first we need to heal, because if there's no point, because as long as you keep holding and bringing unconscious programs behind you and pulling them and carry them without your knowledge and without knowing that you have that, without knowing how you're being projecting, Inger, I love you, how you've been projecting your traumas and your subconscious beliefs and your limiting belief systems, and you're gonna keep pulling them in the new paradigm. So you're gonna have, like, first we heal and then we learn how to empower our soul. So I'm opening 2 slots for my mentorship healing practices. So hit me up if you feel called to this frequency. I heal through unconditional love, perspective, and oneness. So we stop giving our power away from illusions of separation, of lack, of disempowerment, of victimization, and bring back sovereignty, and bring back our power. Till we get anchoring our purpose, as I said, like as you said, one soul. What is your purpose? Your purpose, you already have it. Your purpose, you already know it. All of you already know your purpose. For if there's any doubt in you that you don't know your purpose, you know your purpose, you already have it. You're just remembering. You forgot and you're remembering. We get to remember together. and it will be an honor and a pleasure and my biggest satisfaction to serve for you. I have a lot of I've been taking plant medicines deeply for about 11 years. So I have a lot of the frequency of ayahuasca, a lot of the frequency. I'm gonna slap your ego. I'm gonna trigger you. I'm a shaman. I get to trigger you. So you can know where each areas of the operation you're really following. So you know how to go to get your power back. So you know how to bring and pull back your true essence. I'm gonna be holding space for you. I'm gonna be guiding you, and sometimes I'm gonna give you slaps, Chapman slaps. It's like, hey, wake up here, you know, like, yes, love. I love everything. We love everything. We love your girlfriend too, and we love you too. And we're very grateful that you are showing up for a highest good. And I'm delighted that I'm sending this transmission to all of you. This is not me, this is not just Rodrigo, this is a channeling too. So sometimes my guides comes out and say hello. But yeah, is the work you do is via Zoom or telephone? Does it really matters? I use WhatsApp or Zoom. But we can use both of them. Whatever is good. Whatever we can get into know and be in one-on-one, you know, like, Zoom, I have realized that Zoom is kind of better because it doesn't have so many breaks, but WhatsApp also works. It's weekly sessions, approximately 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 1 hour 15 minutes, and we get to work. Right, Denise? How are you doing, Denise? I see you. But yeah, your purpose, you already know it. Follow what makes you blissful. If you need to learn and educate yourself in what makes you feel blissful and feel lighter, go and learn that. Remember the lessons I will keep coming back. Unless you understand it. Until you understand it. I have 1 minute 31 seconds. But if you need to learn, if you need to move out, as I said, get the fuck out of your comfort zone. Are you really comfortable there? Let's get yourself uncomfortable. Remember that nothing grows in a comfort zone. And if you have a partner and you have you can get both uncomfortable. Anyway, separation is an illusion. We never separated from. All our relations are within ourselves already. We are whole. But yeah, the video was about an ayahuasca vision and about mosquitoes and artificial intelligence I got 2 years ago, and which now is being manifested. So if you're interested in that story, which I escalated on this, but yeah, I send you lots of love. Yeah, I've been doing great. It's just flowing. Right now I'm really kind of tired, but I love you. Send you lots of love. Peace.